Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nashoba Regional High School. Today's game features the Warriors of Tantasqua Regional and the Nashoba football team. Participating student, athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Please remember to practice social distancing while enjoying today's contest, and remember to keep your face coverings on at all times. So we have an interesting matchup here today with the Nashoba football team and the Warriors of Tantasqua. Nashoba comes into this final contest of the Fall 2 season with a 4-0 record. Tantasqua is, I believe, 2-2. Having dropped their last game to a tough Grafton squad. Tantasqua, as always, very strong passing team with an exceptional quarterback this year, sophomore Dante Reno, number 10. Reno is the son of the Yale head football coach Tony Reno, and as a sophomore, I'm told, is a legitimate Division I prospect. So this should be interesting with high-powered passing offense and Nashoba with their stellar defense. Now let's meet the players. First, for the visiting Tantasqua Warriors, a senior wide receiver, number 1, Mike Holt. senior wide receiver and captain number 8, Mike Palazza. The sophomore quarterback and captain number 10, Dante Reno. At tight end, a senior, number 25, and captain Tyler Hall. At running back, a junior, number 28, Aiden Filler. Offensive lineman, sophomore, number 62, Forrest Carson. Lineman, a senior, number 64, Colby Constantine. A junior lineman, number 67, Brian Langevin. Senior lineman, number 74, Christopher Doe. Senior lineman, number 76, Cody Josty. And sophomore lineman, number 79, Anthony Latale. And at tight end, a freshman, number 88, Liam Huback. Head coach of the Tantasqua Warriors is John Hargis. Now let's meet the players from Nashoba. Their offense, senior captain, number 1, quarterback Josh DiGeronimo. At wide receiver, senior, number 9, and a captain, Joey Sabrin. Junior receiver, number 10, James Borsari. At running back, sophomore, number 26, Ben Sylvester. At running back, senior captain, number 33, Ethan Revel. At running back, junior captain, number 44, Connor Salmon. At guard, number 52, sophomore, Matthew Curran. At tackle, number 54, senior Aiden Slater. The center is number 70, sophomore Brody Flannery. At tackle, number 72, sophomore Liam Kelly. Also at tackle, sophomore Owen Fitzsimmons. Head coach of the Nashoba football team is Andy LeBlanc.
Has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. Now we invite all to stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Now you're muted.
Mm-hmm. Once again, the Tantasqua captains are Michael Palazza, Dante Reno, and Tyler Hall. The captains for Nashoba are number 1, Josh DiGeronimo, number 9, Joey Sabrin, number 33, Ethan Revel, and number 44, Connor Salmon. A captain from each team will head to midfield to meet with the head official for the coin toss. All right, I always miss this, so let me know what happens.
You got it. I'm muted. Are you muted?
No. Joining me in the booth today is beloved Nashoba educator and bon vivant Bob Griffith. Griff, good to have you with us today.
Unless you're both muted, I can still hear you both.
Okay. All right. Well, apparently I'm not going to be able to mute myself, which is sad for all of you listening.
Yep. So we just had the coin toss, and it looks like Nashoba has won the toss and has elected to defer. And Nashoba has won the coin toss and has elected to defer to the second half. So Griff, what are your keys to the game today as this 4-0 Nashoba team takes on the high-powered offense of the 2-2 Tantasqua Warriors?
Exercise, plenty of sleep, and a little mindfulness meditation before the big game.
There's a reason he's the best in the business, folks. You don't get that kind of insight just anywhere.
How about you, Joel? What do you think the keys for the game?
Well, I would say the defense needs to get to the sophomore quarterback Dante Reno.
So good defensive pressure.
The son of Yale head coach Tony Reno, and a legit Division I prospect who was able to take the Warriors to the state championship last year as a freshman. He has a big arm, and it will be a tall order for the defensive secondary to contain the Tantasqua receivers.
And what's Tantasqua's record?
They are 2-2.
So
in a different pod.
Okay. Because you're making him sound like he's really good, and I'm sure he's great, but they're 2-2.
Owen Fitzsimmons with a big kick. Kick is received by Cameron Varney. 1st and 10, Tantasqua from the 27-yard line.
Joel, if you hear a little sound that sounds like your son is hiccuping, it's just our generator behind us making an occasional sound.
Pay no attention to the additional voices here in the broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. We just don't feed Thomas. Dante Reno in the shotgun. He's got trips right.
Oh, there's the pressure you were talking about.
Dante Reno tackled in the back, sacked in the backfield by number 33, Ethan Revel. Second and 7.
Zero time to do anything with that on that play.
I think it's the 19. Ball on the 19-yard line. Reno again in shotgun. Handoff is to Aiden Fuller. Handoff is to Aiden Fuller. Gain of 3, 3rd and 13.
So Nashoba shut down the pass very quickly. Gave up a 3-yard run thereabouts. and puts Tantasqua in an early hole.
It's an obvious passing down, and Reno is back to throw. He's looking to tackle on the play.
Ben Sylvester.
Tackle on the play by Ben Sylvester. Fourth and 16.
So hung onto the ball a little too long there. Took a loss on the play.
I would say that's more of a coverage sack, wouldn't you think, Griff?
There was nobody open.
Who's on to kick? Thomas, what's the number? The punter? Is it 10? No, it's not 10. 15. Cameron Varney. Oh, with a big punt.
Oh, here we go.
Varney's punt is received by Joey Sabrin. Tackled on the play by Nathan Winco. Nashoba will have first and 10 on the Tantasqua 46-yard line.
Sabrin got like 9 yards after the catch there. I didn't think he was going to get many. That was a nice play.
Josh DiGeronimo in shotgun. Connor Salmon is the lone setback. Ethan Revel in the wing. And the give is to Revel. He's got some yardage. Handoff is to Revel, tackled on the play by number 5, Caleb Thompson. Gain of 3, second and 7. On the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. DiGeronimo in shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got some yardage. He's going to make it across. He's going to make it across the 35.
Caleb Thompson made the stop there.
DiGeronimo with a first down.
He just makes really great decisions,
First and
Joel.
10 on the 34-yard line. That's the benefit of senior leadership. Pass is complete to Sabrin. He's going to get over the 30, 28. Tackled by whom, Thomas?
Pelosa, Michael Pelosa.
Pass is complete to Joey Sabrin. Tackled on the play by Michael Pelosa. Second and 5 on the 29-yard line. DiGeronimo's going to follow the block. He's got a hole. Gain of at least 4. DiGeronimo with the carry. Gain of 4. Tackled on the play by Liam Huback. 3rd and 1. Ball is on the 24. Nashoba in the eye.
Oh, and we have a flag. Looks like we have a false start
There's
on
a flag on the
Nashoba.
field. False start, Nashoba.
They got bit a little bit by the penalty bug last game.
They will repeat 3rd down.
Five-yard
Yeah.
penalty, Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hopeful that doesn't continue. The second half was different than the first half last week against the Marlboro Panthers. Handoff is to Revel. Counter. Tackled by a host of Warriors. Handoff is to Revel. Tackled on the play by Brian Langevin.
So what do you do here,
Gain of
Joe?
1, 4th and 5.
Do you kick?
I think you're out of Owen Fitzsimmons' range. I would imagine they're going to go for it.
DiGeronimo fouls Salmon. And it is going to be close.
DiGeronimo on the keeper. And
No,
the
he was
indication on the
stopped.
field is a first down. First and 10, Nashoba from the 19.
Oh, second effort there. That was very nice.
Yeah.
Salmon lead blocker.
He also had Owen Fitzsimmons clear the way, pave the road, if you will. DiGeronimo back to pass. He's got Sabrin in the end zone.
Oh,
Incomplete. Pass intended for Sabrin. Incomplete.
Michael Pelosa on coverage there for Tantasqua.
Pelosa's a senior captain. He's been playing defensive back for this team for a long time in several state championships. Ethan Revel in motion, and the give is to Revel, and he's got a hole. Handoff is to Revel, tackled on the play by Cameron Varney. And that will give Nashoba a first and goal. Where are they?
They look to be on the 5?
I think it's closer to the 8.
Looks like we have a flag. And a fumble. Is it a fumble? Looks like Nashoba just fumbled.
There is a fumble on the play. It appears as though Tantasqua has recovered.
I couldn't see what happened. It was a scrum, but Tantasqua came up signaling that they had recovered. And
First and 10, Tantasqua from their own 10-yard line. All right. Then Reno under center. Nope, he's in the shotgun.
oh,
Again, met in the backfield.
holy cow. Ethan Revel again.
Quarterback sacked in the backfield by number 33, Ethan Revel. Second and 15 from the 5.
Revel walked in and looked untouched.
Yeah. I would suspect that if the line is going to have a hard time protecting Reno, we're not going to get to see the true measure of this quarterback's talent today. That's the second time there's been a missed blocking assignment.
Timeout.
It's in the Nashoba timeout, right?
No.
Tantasqua calls timeout.
And there is a timeout. Tantasqua.
So, Joel, I was at the supermarket this week, and there was King, there was Coho, there was Sockeye, but you know what I couldn't find?
I know where you're going with this. What couldn't you find, Griff?
I couldn't find any Connor salmon.
You couldn't find any Connor salmon.
I
Well, you've
could
come
not.
to the right place, Griff, because Tantasqua is very likely to get a heaping plateful, more salmon than they can possibly stomach today.
Just had to get that out of the way, Joel. I've been thinking about that one all week. Thanks for setting me up for that one. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, Griff, as anyone who's ever spent any time with you knows, you know your way around a supermarket.
Which brings us
Reno
to
in shotgun.
2nd and 15. Oh, and he can throw.
Reno's pass is complete to Mike Holt,
Very quick pass. Didn't.
Tackled on the play by Cole Williams. Gain of 1, 3rd and 9.
Really?
He is a special talent.
Yeah, he's got a rocket, huh? That was a really quick out pattern. He's going to have to get rid of the ball really quickly. Because Nashoba just keeps putting the pressure on. That's a great throw.
That was a great throw.
Through the hands.
Pass intended for Michael Palazza. Incomplete. 4th and 9.
That would have been for first down.
Yeah. Is that 18? 15. Cameron Varney, there's a flag. There's a flag down on the field.
It's like they're counting
Yeah.
too many men. That's going to send Tantasqua back.
They have 12 men on the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to put Varney deep in his own end zone.
Yeah. Joey Sabrin is in Tantasqua territory to receive the punt.
And it is not.
Ooh, and he's got a seam. He's got a seam. Cameron Varney's kick is received by Joey Sabrin.
Well, the fumble didn't hurt. They're inside the 25-yard line. And so far it's been a
1st and 10, Nashoba, the 23-yard line.
Revel and DiGeronimo have been leading the attack so far. We'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
this is-
Another flag.
Yeah. There is a flag on the field.
It's against Tantasqua.
Yeah, offsides. Penalty is offsides. 1st and 5. Again, Salmon is the lone setback for Nashoba, Sabrin, and Revel. Wide give is to Salmon, and he's going to pick up at least 3 yards on the carry. Tackled by who, Thomas?
Number 5.
95?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Caleb Thompson.
Handoff is to Salmon, gain of 3, tackled on the play by Caleb Thompson, 2nd and 3. Ball is on the, 19th or 19 or 20? 9th. Nope. No, it's the 14.
14-yard line.
Pitch is to Salmon, and
He's
he's got first down and more. Pitch is to Connor Salmon. Gain of 6. First down, Nashoba. First and goal from the 9. Salmon in the eye. For a gain of 2, 3, Thomas.
What's it about? I'm like 28.
Second and goal from the 7. Griff,
Aiden.
you've had salmon in the eye before.
It was,
Is that
yeah.
as painful as it sounds?
Yeah, it was a chopstick accident. The sushi just flipped right out of my hand.
Let that be a lesson to all of us out there. Sushi, while delicious, carries with it certain precautions. DiGeronimo rolls out on
he's
the
gonna
bootleg. He's
walk
got it all.
in.
It's a touchdown. Josh DiGeronimo with the bootleg for the first Nashoba touchdown.
DiGeronimo walks in untouched.
That'll bring on Owen Fitzsimmons, the Nashoba football team secret weapon.
We love him. He's got a big boot. He's only a sophomore, right?
He's only a sophomore.
And it's right down the middle. Plenty
Kick is good.
of juice on that
Nashoba
kick.
7, Tantasqua nothing.
So Nashoba jumps out to a 7-0 lead, Joel. This is exciting.
It is. I'm hopeful that they can build on the momentum they had in the second half of last week's Marlboro game.
So far, so good. They look really good. Defense has been spectacular. And they're moving the ball on the ground, seemingly at will at this point.
Yeah, Coach LeBlanc has mixed up the play calls. There doesn't seem to be as many of the keepers plays that Josh DiGeronimo ran last week. It's a healthy mix and not as much salmon as you had forecasted.
No. We got some, Revel is really sneaky fast. He's had a couple great runs. DiGeronimo just makes great decisions. That was another really nice run. We'll see if the defense can keep the pressure up.
So it'll be Owen Fitzsimmons on to get us started. Kicking off.
Who's the receivers?
Back for Tantasqua
15 and 5.
is Cameron Varney and Caleb Thompson.
We've been calling their names a lot.
And the ball is fielded by Mike Palazza.
Who
Tackle by 3.
is finally brought down
Kick is fielded by Michael Palazza.
by Christopher.
Tackled on the play by Very Christopher. First and 10, Tantasqua from the 43.
Plaza made a nice catch there and was tough to bring down, so pretty decent field position to start for Tantasqua.
Jonathan Miranda in the backfield with Reno. And the give is to Miranda. And he stopped pretty much at the line of scrimmage.
I have a Miranda Clack.
Handoff is to Miranda, tackled at the line of scrimmage
Miranda Clack
by
is
Owen Fitzsimmons.
one of my students.
2nd and 9.
Think there's any relation between Mirandas?
Well, since that's the player's last name and your student's first name, I would say no.
Okay, all right, I was just checking. Miranda Clack is class valedictorian. Oh,
Pass is complete to Palazza.
who just got tackled right into the chain. Which is now bent.
Third and 1.
The post for the
The
chain marker.
48-yard line.
44.
No. It's the 48.
It's the 50-yard line right there.
Look again and tell me what yard line it is.
48, you were right. Oh,
Handoff is to Miranda. He'll pick up 3.
and gets
That'll
the
be
first
good
down.
for Tantasqua first down. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. With 54 seconds and counting left to play, this may be the last play of the first quarter. Reno in shotgun.
Wow.
Pass is complete to Mike Holt.
Tackled by 39. 29.
Tackle on the play by Cole Williams. First down, Tantasqua. And now we're starting to see
This kid's got a
the
great arm.
ability of,
Yeah.
one Dante Reno.
And he did not have a lot of time again.
And the ball was put in a perfect spot.
Yeah, the kid's a player. Wow.
Jonathan Miranda is the lone setback. Two receivers right. Looks left, looks right. Pass intended for Mike Holt is incomplete.
There were
Second and 10.
4 Nashoba players around Holt.
And I think realizing that, Reno put a little extra air underneath it to make sure no one was going to catch it. So it'll be second and 10 for the Warriors from the 28-yard line.
Yeah,
Reno
Reno.
again in shotgun. Miranda in the backfield. Cameron Varney's the wing back. Handoff is to Miranda. He's met by a host of Nashoba tacklers and tackled on a play, brought down by number 30. Handoff is to Miranda, tackled on the play by number 30, Malone Duhame.
Looks like a 2-yard loss there. Duhame with a really nice tackle.
That'll do it for the quarter.
Yep.
And that'll do it here for the first quarter at Nashoba Regional High School.
So Reno does have a great arm.
He does. There's no doubt about
And
that.
Nashoba is definitely trying to keep him from having it any time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to wear your face coverings at all times and practice social distancing while watching today's game. Please maintain the 6 feet distance between households. There are stickers on the bleachers to help you with spacing. Thank you. As a reminder, when today's game ends, please make your way to the parking lot to meet your student athletes and refrain from congregating in the bleachers and around the field. Third and 12 we're looking at on the 30. Third and 12 from the 30-yard line. Varney is the wideout.
Oh, broken up.
Wow,
Great play.
great play.
By 49.
Cole Williams from
Pass is
Nashoba.
incomplete, broken up by Cole Williams. Fourth and 12. Yeah, this is starting to play out, Griff, just as we thought it would, that the secondary is going to have to step up. And so far, they're getting the job done.
Cole
Speaking
Williams.
of getting the job
Oh,
done,
yes.
what about this field today? The grounds crew did a phenomenal job clearing all of the snow. Great work. Reno back to pass. He's chased again.
Oh, and sacked for a 12-yard loss by Ben Sylvester.
Dante Reno tackled on the play by Ben Sylvester.
And that is a huge play for Nashoba.
They
What a
have
nice
to-
play.
They have to account for that safety blitz. It is killing them.
Sylvester wrapped him up. Reno's a big kid. I thought he might get away, but just an excellent tackle. What a huge
First and
play.
10, Nashoba from the 38. First and 10 Nashoba from the 38. DiGeronimo in shotgun. And he'll keep it himself. Stiff arm, he's got room.
Oh.
Josh DiGeronimo, quarterback keeper.
It was like a 25-yard run.
Gain
That was
of about
beautiful.
25. First down Nashoba from the 35-yard line.
So that was a fake to Revel that time.
Sabrin and Revel split. Sabrin in motion. The give is to Ethan Revel.
6 yards.
Tackle by 8.
Pelosa again on the tackle.
Handoff is to Revel, tackled on the play by Michael Pelosa. Gain of 5, second and 5 from the 30. James Borsari checking in at wide receiver. Split right. Salmon in the backfield. DiGeronimo in shotgun. The pitch is to Salmon. Great block by James Borsari.
One under 3.
Jonathan Miranda
Pitch
on the
is
tackle.
to Salmon, tackled on the play by Jonathan Miranda. First down, Nashoba on the 19.
And no relation to Miranda Clack, class valedictorian. Shout out to Miranda.
Indeed. Congratulations, Miranda, and well done for all of your obvious hard work. DiGeronimo is going to keep it himself. He's off tackle. Big gain. Gain of about 8, I believe.
The show was starting to roll, Joel.
DiGeronimo with the keeper. Gain of 9. Second and 1.
Tantasqua is not doing anything to stop this run.
Yeah, you have to think that Coach Hargis and the coaching staff will have some adjustments. Handoff is to Ben Sylvester. Handoff is to Ben Sylvester. Touchdown, Nashoba.
And Nashoba scores.
Owen Fitzsimmons on again to kick. Sabrin with the hold. Kick is up and it is good. And the kick is good. Well, Griff, what do you think about a 14-0 lead here early on? After kind of a trench warfare kind of game last week with the Marlboro Panthers, Coach LeBlanc has to be feeling pretty good about the way the team's been able to jump out to a couple of quick scores.
They look great. They look really, really good. It doesn't look like Tantasqua is going to be able to stop the run. This game is moving very quickly. Reno can throw, but if we just time a possession with the ball and keep the ball out of his hands.
Fitzsimmons with a kick. Caught by Cameron Varney, and he's got room. No, he's caught. Kick is received by Cameron Varney.
They get it out to the 35-yard line. .33.
First and 10, Tantasqua from the 33. Reno with a pump fake. The ball is intended for
Oh,
Mike Holt and is caught.
that ball looked like it slipped out of his hands.
Reno's pass is complete to Mike Holt for Tantasqua first down.
It hung up in the air forever. He had to come back and make the catch.
It looked like the defender might have either misread the pass or fallen down.
That ball wobbled out of his hand. He did not. That was his worst throw with his best result so far.
Holt wide left. Reno in shotgun. Miranda is the setback. And look at that pass.
And a flag.
That's a pass interference, I would have to assume.
Intended for number 8.
Pass intended for Palazza. Incomplete. There is a flag on the field. Yeah, it's pass interference on the defense. Yep. That's the spot of the foul.
No, it's 15 yards, if it's beyond 15,
Yeah.
they come back for 15 yards.
The penalty is against Nashoba. First and 10, Tantasqua on the 21-yard line.
So in high school football, it's a 15-yard penalty.
It is. And that was a spectacular throw. It's handoff is to Miranda. He's got a seam.
I'll go back on the
Handoff is to Miranda, tackled on the play by Connor Salmon. Gain of 6. Second and 4 from the 15. You know, we talk a lot about Connor Salmon's ability in the backfield, and certainly he's a terrific running back, but he might be a better linebacker.
Oh,
Pass intended for Mike Holt is broken up, in and out of his hands. Pass intended for Mike Holt, incomplete. Third and 4.
yeah, Nashoba has a lot of great two-way players, to be sure. That ball was right in his hands.
In and out of his hands.
It was really a perfect pass. Oh, wow.
Miranda's met in the backfield, tackled on the play by Malone Duham.
And,
Handoff is to Miranda, tackled in the backfield by Malone Duham.
and Connor,
4th and 9.
and Connor Salmon was there as well for the hit. So
The line needs to make some adjustments there.
yeah. Reno barely turned around to hand that ball off and met by two Nashoba defenders. This is pretty exciting because if this kid gets time to throw the ball, he is really impressive. And Nashoba just doing everything they can to keep it out of his hands. This is another big play, 4th and 9. Oh. That's our boy Kenny Fromer.
Pass intended for Mike Holt, broken up on the play by number 21, Ken Frommer.
Fromer with a great
That was a heads-up play.
play on defense.
Now the secondary's really stepped up against this.
That's Avery Fromer's brother right there, made that play.
So I've heard.
Yeah. She's a great kid. Did I tell you about
she's
her last
also
week?
a sophomore, is that
She
correct?
is a sophomore. That is correct indeed.
DiGeronimo in shotgun. Fake is to Revel. DiGeronimo will keep it himself.
And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Who, Thomas?
DiGeronimo with the carry, tackled on the play
Christopher Doe.
by Cody Josti.
I thought you said 74.
2nd and 10.
It wasn't 74. Doesn't matter.
Revel in motion. Give is to Revel. He's got a hole.
I'm about 36.
Handoff is to Revel, tackled on the play by number 36, Sean Lauritsen. Gain of 7, 3rd and 2, 28-yard line. Okay. If I were a betting man, Griff, I would say this is a Connor Salmon play.
Yeah, and
Nope, it's DiGeronimo back to throw. He's got some pressure. Ooh, I think 5 was kind of on the back of Joey Sabrin there. There's no call on the play.
Caleb Thompson on defense for
Pass
Tantasqua.
intended for Joey Sabrin is incomplete. 4th and 2.
They fooled me with a pass there. But
So it'll be Fitzsimmons. And back to receive for Tantasqua is, I can't really tell. That's a big punt, and that's going to get some roll. No, took a bad bounce. Cameron Varney. On the 34. How many yards was that punt? 40? 1st and 10, Tantasqua from the 34-yard line.
yeah, they fooled me there. I thought they were gonna run.
Marino's in shotgun. Miranda in the backfield. Look at that throw.
Oh,
Pass intended for.
number 8, walking out by 29.
Pass is intended for Michael Palazza. Incomplete.
Cole Williams on defense for Nashoba.
Pass broken up by number 29, Cole Williams. 2nd and 10.
Reno looked off the defenders to the left, through right. That was a really nice pass. And he
Mike
had a
Holt
little time.
Split right. And the pass is to Holt, and it is complete. Gain of 6. Pass is complete to Mike Holt. Gain of 6.
It's going to bring up about 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 from the 41-yard line.
Joel, you're really good with the yardage.
Well, it helps when it's right in front of you, and I think it also helps when,
To be able to count?
well, counting is a prerequisite. It's
Yep.
actually the 41, right?
No, you got it. You nailed it.
Okay. Remind me to tell you a story about yardage sometime, Griff. Pass is complete.
Oh, with a big
over the
hit.
middle.
Number
Pass is
1,
complete to Tyler Hall.
Josh DiGeronimo.
Thomas, who made that tackle?
Josh DiGeronimo made that tackle.
Tackled on the play by Josh DiGeronimo.
He's a,
4th and 2.
he's a quarterback. He can
42-yard line.
lay the hits on. That was an awesome play.
Yeah, it's been a great first half for the secondary. Just a great first half.
Another
The
big
entire
fourth down.
defense.
Yep. Oh, and
Oh,
he
it's
kicks it.
a drop kick. And Nashoba will take over. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Don't see that often in
You don't.
high school football.
You don't. DiGeronimo under center. Connor Salmon in the eye. The handoff is to Salmon. Gain of about 7. Tackled on the play by Tyler Hall. Handoff is to Connor Salmon. Tackled on the play by Tyler Hall. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. And DiGeronimo will remain under center in the eye. Sabrin split left, right, left. Handoff is to Salmon, and he's going to be stopped on the 42-yard line for another Nashoba first down. Handoff is to Salmon, first down.
Tackle by 3 and 5.
Tackled on the play by Jonathan Miranda and Caleb Thompson. 1st and 10 Nashoba from the 42. And they're going to stay with the eye. Sabrin is split left this time. And the give is to Salmon again. Gain of 5.
Tackle by 7 and 6.
I have a player hurt.
Handoff is to Salmon, tackled on the play by Cody Josty.
Josty's hurt, unfortunately.
2nd and 4. I just hate to see that. The training staff and Coach Hargis are on their way out to.
Josty made a nice stop on Salmon, but he's hurting a little bit right now.
And the
Hopefully he'll be
Warriors-
okay.
Yeah, without question. The Warriors can ill afford to lose him right now with the because he's a two-way lineman.
Well, while they look him over, Joel, what happens after the game today? Are there playoffs? Is this Nashoba's it's their last home game?
It is.
What
It
happens?
is. Well, so there isn't any. I don't believe there's football after this. As you know, we go into spring break at Nashoba Regional, and coming out of spring break, the student athletes will be
Getting ready for
trying
their
out
next season.
for spring football, for baseball and lacrosse and track.
So this is the last game for both teams.
It's the last game for Nashoba. I don't know if Tantasqua has a game after this. I don't believe that they do. I think the Fall 2 season ends so that the spring season can begin. And Josty's
Josty.
able to stand.
And he's walking off under his own
That's
power.
terrific.
Hopefully we'll see him back in the game.
So Nashoba will have a 2nd and 4 from the 47 3/4 yard line. And they'll line up in the eye. Revel as the wingback. And the give is to Ben Sylvester. He's got enough for a first down. It looks like the ball might be out.
Did they rip it
And
out of his
there's
hands? Yes.
Handoff is to Ben Sylvester. There is a fumble on the play. Indication on the field is that Tantasqua has recovered.
It's a sec-
Tantasqua will have a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Well, we've got just under 3 minutes to play. Let's see what Dante Reno can do here with this offense.
Holt is wide right. Who's
Cameron Varney is
Varney
left.
again?
Pass is intended for Holt.
And intercepted, I
Almost
think. No.
intercepted on the play.
Oh, I thought he had it.
Pass is intended for Mike Holt. Broken up by Cole Williams. 2nd and 10.
That ball was up there a long time. It's cold, but it's not really windy out on the field. The flag looks pretty still.
I don't know, Griff, have you seen a quarterback at this level with that quick a release?
No. He's super impressive.
Handoff is to Miranda. He'll gain a 4 on the play. Handoff is to Miranda. Gain of 5. 3rd and 5 from the 50.
And he's getting a little bit more time to throw, too. At that time.
Fake is to Miranda. Just
Mike.
over the head of Mike Holt.
Yeah.
Pass intended for Holt, incomplete, 4th and 5. And we've come to 2 minutes remaining in the first half here at Nashoba Regional.
Big 4th down play.
Reno back to pass. Pass is intended for Mike Holt is incomplete. Pass intended for Mike Holt is incomplete. Nashoba will take over. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. So interesting story about the 50-yard line. I don't know, stop me if you've heard this before, Griff, but in one of my earlier incarnations calling a game, the ball was clearly on the 49-yard line, and I told the gathered crowd on the PA that it was the 51.
Ah, the 51-yard
Some
line.
lessons you learn the hard way. Sabrin split wide. Connor Salmon and Ben Sylvester in the eye, and there is a flag on the field.
3 flags. And it's going to be against
It's a
Nashoba.
procedure penalty against the Nashoba football team. Penalty is against Nashoba. 1st and 15 from the 45. And penalties happen, but I'm sure it's encouraging for Coach LeBlanc and the coaching staff to see far fewer penalties than last week. DiGeronimo back to pass. He's got Sabrin. Incomplete. Pass intended is to Joey Sabrin. Incomplete. 2nd and 15.
Sabrin did get behind the defense there. It was almost a big play. It was fun to watch that one unfold. Sabrin showing off his arm there. Or I'm sorry, Sabrin showing off his speed. DiGeronimo showing off his arm there.
DiGeronimo's getting nowhere calling his own number. He's going to be, I think he's going to lose a yard on the play. No. No. Yeah, he did lose a yard on the play.
And Jonathan Miranda again
DiGeronimo with the carry.
with the stop.
Loss of a yard. 3rd and 16. On the 44, I believe it is. Very unspring-like conditions this weekend after the false start of spring that we've had.
I wore shorts to the game last week.
And now it's rather comforting to see you in your customary fleece and sweatpants.
I got dressed up for my audio gig
That's
today.
true. The viewing audience at home can't recognize that you actually are in your dress fleece.
Thankfully, I have a face for audio, and that's all they're getting to see.
So Nashoba will be looking at a 3rd and 15
Thomas just
from the 44-yard line.
when I said I
With a
had
minute and 30 to play here. DiGeronimo under center in the eye. Revel is the wing back.
Yep, all they
Give
get
this
to
to Salmon, and he's got. Oh, the ball is on the field, and Tantasqua has recovered it again.
It's the 3rd fumble they've recovered. It's a big hit on
Handoff is to Salmon. There is a fumble on the play. Indication is that Tantasqua has recovered the ball. 1st and 10, Tantasqua from the 49-yard line, or as I've said in the past, the 51-yard line.
Your son was laughing at me when I said the people at home could see my audio. I thought that was quite fitting. That was a nice hit on Salmon. They are definitely attacking the ball when they're trying to bring us down. So it's a 3rd fumble for Nashoba.
It's cold out there.
Yeah, of course. And these kids are good.
They are.
But we started off with a comfortable 14-0 lead, and it's not as comfortable over the last quarter or so, especially with this kid throwing.
Reno's pass intended for Varney. He's got him. Oh, broken up on the play by Ken Frommer. Reno's pass intended for Cameron Varney. Broken up by Ken Frommer. 2nd and 10. That is a spectacular pass. He has all of the throws.
But how about that Kenny Frommer right there? Johnny on the spot. You don't just go to Frommer's for Christmas trees, Joel. If you
Well,
need
you don't
a big
go anywhere
stop,
else.
you know,
Let's be
of
clear
course.
about that.
But if you need a big stop,
Lo, these many years, my trees have all come from Frommer's Christmas trees. And they're not a paid sponsor of this broadcast.
just quality merchandise.
Reno's pass is complete to Mike Palazza, and he's got enough for a 1st down. Reno's pass is complete to Michael Palazza. That is a 1st down. So with 1:16 to play, we're going to get to take a look at the Warriors' hurry-up offense. Reno in shotgun. Quick pass is complete to Tyler Hall.
Oh, we have
There's
a flag,
down.
late hit.
Reno's pass is complete to Tyler Hall. There's the flag on the field.
Let's see what the call is here. We weren't quite set on defense. Yeah, it's going to be against Nashoba.
Personal foul
10 yards.
on the defense. Penalty is against the defense. And Tantasqua will have a first down. 1st and 10 from the 18.
No, I don't think he had possession. I thought he bobbled it. Yep. He juggled that ball, Joel, and couldn't secure it before he was pushed out of bounds. That was almost a touchdown. It was a perfect throw.
Reno's pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 on the 18.
Thomas, who was the receiver, intended receiver on that play?
Number 1, I believe.
So Holt. Oh, just couldn't hang on.
So if you're making adjustments in the half, do you go away from this game plan offensively for the Warriors? Pass intended for Mike Palazza is incomplete. Pass intended for Michael Palazza, incomplete. 3rd and 10.
He's their biggest weapon. I don't know how you don't go to him.
Yeah, you would have to assume they're going to keep attacking the secondary.
But it's not like he has a lot of options of people to throw to, so that's tough.
Well, yeah, it's a question of
They're spread
protection,
out now.
too.
Let's see if they can protect them.
4 wide. Reno's rolling out. He's looking.
Oh, and he fumbles the ball.
Ball is down.
Revel,
Reno hit on the play by Connor Salmon. The ball's knocked loose.
Revel was the closest to picking that ball up, but it was,
He kept it inbounds, but then Tantasqua was the last to touch it. So they're going to retain possession, but it's going to be 4th and a long way. Let's do the math here. That's on the 39-yard line.
and they got to go to the 9.
4th and 30.
This is where you,
Cameron Varney on to punt. Pooch punt. So with 31 seconds to go, Nashoba will have a 1st and 10 and 80 yards to pick up another score before halftime. 1st and 10 Nashoba from the 20-yard line.
Joel, what would you prescribe for your son's hiccups if you were at home right now?
Well, what we've done typically over the years is just for me to scare him when he's not looking at, but I'm not going to do that and hurt everyone's eardrums. DiGeronimo will take a knee and as we go into the half. Josh DiGeronimo takes a knee.
Tablespoon of
2nd
peanut
and
butter. Tablespoon of peanut butter. That's
And
what you
the
do.
clock will tick down, and that will do it for the first half here at Nashoba Regional High School with the score Nashoba 14, Tantasqua nothing.
That's my public announcement for the day. We heard him on the stream too.
As we get set to start the second half, Nashoba deferred and will receive the kick to start the second half. Please remember to wear your face coverings at all times and practice social distancing while watching today's game. Please maintain the 6 feet distance between households. As a reminder, when today's game ends, please make your way to the parking lot to meet your student athletes, and please refrain from congregating in the bleachers and around the field. Lastly, we ask that all of our Nashoba family members turn in their spectator passes at the concession stand exit on your way out today, and thank you for your continued support throughout this season.
Joel, you do a spectacular job announcing, doing the TV thing that you roped me into.
You're too kind. You're the color man. Your analysis is invaluable for helping our viewers understand this, the complexities of today's game. And by the way, I would be remiss if I didn't thank our friends at Stowe TV. Jonathan Daisy and his team do a great job providing this broadcast, so thank you, Stowe TV, for everything that you do. Also, big thanks to Chris Barrett. The kick is received by Joey Sabrin. Gain of 10. And the kick is received by Joey Sabrin to start the second half. 1st and 10, Nashoba.
Thomas, your dad has more pages than Gutenberg over there, shuffling through stuff, figuring out who's who, where there's split wide.
Ball is on the 32-yard line.
Watching a true master at work, not just DiGeronimo, but Joel
DiGeronimo
Bates.
starting in the eye. Give is to Salmon. Gain of, looks to be 3.
What did Coach...
Handoff is to Connor Salmon. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
What did Coach Trundle say was the key to the second half, Joel?
Well, that's right. We had some valuable insight from Coach Trundle, who thinks that the key is not fumbling anymore.
Deep, pithy.
Counter to Revel. Oh, he's hit hard.
Number 36.
Handoff is to Revel.
36 is Sean Loretson.
Tackled on the play by Sean Loretson. Gain of 1, 3rd and 4. The 39-yard line. This looks like a classic Nashoba wing tee. Handoff is to Salmon.
He gets
Pulls his
close.
way to the. I'm gonna call it
first down.
Yeah. Handoff is to Salmon. Gain of 6. 1st and 10. Nashoba. 43-yard line.
Joel, I know our athletic director was really hoping to allow students to be able to attend today's game, but for the 7 or 8 listeners we have at home, let's do this play first.
Okay. DiGeronimo off tackle.
I'm left for number 3.
Jonathan Miranda again with a stop.
Josh DiGeronimo with the carry. Gain of 3. 2nd and 5.
So for our 7 or 8 loyal listeners at home,
And thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in on this Saturday morning when you could have been doing just about anything else. We appreciate you being with us here today for this broadcast of Nashoba Regional Football. DiGeronimo in shotgun. Salmon's the lone setback. Quick out to Joey Sabrin. And he's got
Ooh.
room. Just broke 3 tackles.
gets the first down.
Pass is complete to Joey Sabrin. Gain of 12. 1st and 10 Nashoba on the 40-yard line.
Well, what I was going to say to our listeners was that it
And
is
viewers.
cold.
There are viewers
Oh,
here.
that's right. That's
We're
right.
broadcast on Stowe TV.
That's right,
with
we're on TV.
Jonathan Daisy and Chris Barrett and the entire team making this broadcast happen.
All right, well, I'll let you know what I was going to say eventually. We got a keeper.
Josh DiGeronimo. He's going to pick up at least 5.
I'm at 8.
DiGeronimo with the carry, gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Was that the porta potties are not heated and it's cold. So it's not a horrible thing to be at home watching this game with your friends and loved ones.
All right, this too much information moment brought to you by Griff. Thanks, Griff.
You're welcome. It's just, important info for people to know. Another keeper by DiGeronimo. Maybe he gets a yard there, Joel.
DiGeronimo with the carry. Gain of 1. Gain of 2. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 33 and a half, I'm going to say. Between the hashes. Again, Nashoba in the eye. James Borsari is, nope, I'm sorry, that's not James Borsari.
Doesn't matter, there's a
penalty on the
flag
play.
on the play.
Javier Costa split left, and there's a flag down. And it's a penalty is against Nashoba. 3rd and 8.
I have Javier Costa in class, Joel. Class A individual. Love Javier Costa.
Cameron Hill's checking into the game. Hill will be split right with Sabrin split left. Salmon in the backfield with DiGeronimo in shotgun. And DiGeronimo will fight his way to the 36-yard line. DiGeronimo with the carry. Tackled on the play by Tyler Hall. Gain of 2, 4th and 6. And again, just outside of Owen Fitzsimmons' range.
So they're going to go for it.
Pass intended for Sabrin is incomplete. Pass intended for Sabrin is incomplete. First and 10, Tantasqua. 36-yard line.
So there was a death in the news this week, Joel.
Really?
Yes, Bernie Madoff.
Ah, the financier turned incarcerated former financier. Do you think they're going to bury him in a pyramid?
And we have an incomplete pass on first down.
10 for 25.
Reno's pass intended for Tyler Hall, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
I love that line, buried in a pyramid, Joel. It's beautiful. It's just one of the nuggets that you get when you listen to the two of us knuckleheads on public television.
Still public television. The hallmark of local cable access television in this region.
I can picture the letters to the editor now.
A lot of pro Madoff people out there, you think?
No, I think a lot
Handoff is to Miranda.
who doesn't maybe gets back to the line of
Handoff is
scrimmage.
to Miranda. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
I wouldn't put us in the Bernie Madoff popularity contest. I don't think we're
No,
quite that
hope,
echelon.
I hope our celebrity quotient doesn't come anywhere near that of Bernie Madoff.
No. But I'm just wondering how much more well-liked the two of us are than Bernie.
I think it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Reno in shotgun. Facing pressure again. Pass is complete. Michael Palazza.
Tackle line 9.
Great open field tackle by Sabrin.
Pass is complete to Palazza. Tackled by Joey Sabrin. 4th and 4.
So they do get the pass off. They do get a few yards, but we're back to fourth down again.
Reno's trying to get the defense to jump. And the defense seems to be adjusting to his adjustments, and that is a spectacular pass. Reno's pass is complete to Cameron Varney for a Tantasqua first down.
It was a real.
Tackled on the play by Ken Frommer. 1st and 10, Tantasqua. The 48-yard line. Miranda, the handoff is to Miranda. Tackled by Josh DiGeronimo. He may have enough for a first down. Handoff is to Miranda with a big gain. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1 from the 44. And it's Miranda again, and he's got open field.
And we have a flag.
Handoff is to Miranda with a big gain, tackled on the play by Josh DiGeronimo and Cole Williams. There is a flag on the field.
DiGeronimo everywhere on defense too, with some big hits. The kid's a player.
He's had a terrific game and a albeit a shortened one, but a terrific senior season.
Call me Captain Obvious here, Joel, but I really like watching him play.
Well, thank you for that insight, Captain Obvious. And
You're
once
quite
again,
welcome.
you are.
Really just have my pulse on the
So, Captain
fingers
Obvious,
of this game.
What was the penalty there?
We're going backwards. It's on Nashoba. I'm thinking maybe holding, but who knows? Let's just call it
Let's find
holding
out
and
from the
move
referee
on.
right here.
Oh, face mask.
Yeah, his face mask on tackle.
Looks like it was incidental. 5 yards.
1st and 10, Tantasqua from the 19-yard line. Handoff again is to Miranda. They're starting to eat up some yardage.
75 and 26.
Tackled on the play by Owen Fitzsimmons.
Joel-
Are we in a COVID timeout?
I saw him, he signaled Tantasqua.
There's a timeout on the field.
Joel, all I want to do is be silly and crack jokes, and we got ourselves a 14-0 game, and the world is conspiring against me. There's a game going on here. It's close. This is big stuff.
And may I just say that the world is hurt by the fact that you
No, they're
can't
not.
share your humor with this broadcast audience.
I have a cup full of ice here that I'm dying to chew. There's no way that's going to happen. And instead, here we are in the cold. It's 2nd and 5.
You're known for your iced tea. I'm sure there's nary a student that has passed through the hallowed halls of Mr. Griff's classroom that is unaware of your passion for a large iced tea, or perhaps 2 of them. All right, here we go. Tantasqua with a 2nd and 5. Reno in the shotgun. Handoff is to Miranda again. Again, chewing up yards. Probably a gain of 3.
What are they signaling here?
Up about 10, it looks like.
Okay.
Handoff is to Miranda, tackled on the play by number 10, James Borsari. Gain of 2, 3rd and 3. Ball looks to be on the 10, I would say the 11-yard line.
Third and 3, big play.
Tantasqua's made some nice adjustments this quarter to protect Reno. Pass is complete.
And a
Pass is
touchdown.
complete to Mike Holt for a touchdown. Reno's pass is complete to Mike Holt for the first Tantasqua touchdown of the game. And their punter will also do the kicking, it looks like. I think that's Cameron Varney in to kick. Or are they going to go for 2? They're going to go for 2. So Dante Reno will have Varney split right. Looks like Mike Holt split left. Miranda in the backfield.
And it is good.
And that the
Pass complete to Warren.
pass is complete to Mike Holt.
Wow, and a big play.
And with 3:09 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the score is Nashoba 14, Tantasqua 8.
During these virtual times, Joel, I can say with a certain degree of confidence that my sipping iced tea during my classes was probably the highlight for my students. The amount of drooling, napping was not considerable, but a little bit more than normal for one of my classes.
You still were able to get your lessons across, even despite your napping and drooling, and
Oh, no,
that's what makes you a beloved Nashoba educator.
I see what
Mr.
you did
Griff.
there.
And so we have number 4, Ian McGrath, to kick off the ball, fielded by Ken Frommer. Ian McGrath's kickoff is fielded by Ken Frommer. 1st and 10, Nashoba from the 37-yard line.
And there's our COVID timeout, Joel.
And there is a timeout on the field. This is a timeout that penalizes neither team. This is a COVID procedures timeout.
Only a timeout that penalizes our listeners because we have to fill this time now. Can I
Please,
throw another shout out?
oh, by all means.
Ruben Naisani personally asked for a shout out, and I am here to give it to him.
Well,
Another
thanks.
spectacular young individual at Nashoba Regional High School. The hallways are teeming with them.
Can we
You want
presume that
great
Ruben
kids?
Is tuning in?
He better be tuning in
Well,
because I'm
Ruben-
giving him a big
Ruben,
shout out.
Ruben, just from everyone here at the Nashoba football broadcast team, just keep being you. And thanks. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for representing this school district with a degree of aplomb and joie de vivre.
In class. And Ruben, don't forget you got class on Monday, okay, buddy? So show up
He does? You're coming in for class on Monday, on
next Monday.
Patriots Day?
Next Monday.
Okay.
He knew what Monday I meant.
1st and 10, Nashoba, DiGeronimo on the shotgun. It's the keeper.
Probably like 36.
DiGeronimo with the carry, tackled on the play by Sean Lardson, 2nd and 10.
Tantasqua doing a better job shadowing DiGeronimo, I think, this half, Joel. Am I hallucinating or?
No, he hasn't picked up the gains that he had in the first half. Handoff is to Salmon on the power sweep. Gain of looks to be 5, 6, 7. Handoff is to Salmon. Gain of 7. 3rd and 3.
I could use a good power sweep, Joel. Any idea where I can pick one of those up?
A power sweep.
After this play,
Sure.
think about it.
All right. DiGeronimo in the eye. Handoff is to Salmon.
Oof.
Probably like 28.
May have picked up a yard on the play. Handoff is to Salmon, tackled on the play by number 28, Aiden Filler. The officials are going to call for a measurement.
I initially thought he got the first down, but we'll see about the spot.
I will say this officiating crew who called the JV game previously several hours ago.
Is cold?
They're doing a phenomenal
Okay.
job. The game is really unfolded well. And now this will be up to the officials, and thankfully the chain crew has no impact on that.
It looks to be just a little bit short.
4th and inches, right?
Yeah.
Will be 4th and
I'm going for
11
it, Joel.
inches.
I'm going for it. What are you doing?
yeah. Yeah, I think you're going to see DiGeronimo off tackle, which is exactly what it was. Yeah. Josh DiGeronimo with enough for a first down. 1st and 10, Nashoba
Thomas, your
on the
dad called
48-yard
that.
line.
Your dad called that like a charm. That was well done.
Nashoba in the eye, Rebel on the wing. Handoff is to Salmon, who's going to pick up 3. Handoff is to Connor Salmon, tackled on the play by Tyler Hall. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 on the 44-yard line. And that should just about do it for the 3rd quarter. Maybe they get this play off. They will. Handoff is to Salmon. He's going to be close to a first down. At most, we're looking at 3rd and inches, I think. Handoff is to Salmon. Gain of 7 or 8. 3rd and 2. On the 40-yard line, and that will do it. And that will end the 3rd quarter, right?
3rd quarter. sets us up for an exciting fourth quarter.
Indeed. As we begin the fourth quarter here at Nashoba Regional High School, the score is Nashoba 14, Tantasqua 8.
Speaking of exciting, what do you have planned for our break?
Oh, well,
I hear that you're going to be going somewhere.
I am not going anywhere. I am staying at home and working on a number of jobs that I have put into my to-do list at home, and writing a few teacher evaluations that to make sure I stay on top of those. But no, it's going to be an uneventful week. How about yourself?
That's a really good question. I'm enjoying this game, and then I'm going to do stuff. You guys left me hanging for dinner last week, so I ended up going to Wegmans.
I'm sorry about
Thanks-
that. And we got
thanks
some
for
great
that.
recommendations from the Facebook foodie group that I was invited to.
Facebook foodie group.
No, that's true.
We got a timeout.
Timeout, Nashoba.
I'm sorry. I chew ice, so maybe that tells you all you need to know about my foodiness. But what pray tell, do you do on your Facebook foodie group?
Well, I haven't really been part of the group yet, but our good friend from the item, Jan Gottesman, invited me, and
Whoa.
it's-
Whoa. She doesn't have my number?
well, I perhaps
What,
not.
you can't? You can't just toss her a digit?
Well,
I
it-
can't be in the Facebook. Do I have to be on Facebook to be on the foodie group?
That's the way Facebook works.
Never mind. I'm not on Facebook.
But anyway, there are some great recommendations out there, and I don't know if I'm at liberty to talk about these great new restaurants that have come up, but
Because they like to stay secret? Is that?
no, well,
how the restaurant
I'm not
business
sure
works?
how advertising works on local cable
okay.
access television.
I understand.
DiGeronimo in the eye, and it looks like there's a jailbreak blitz.
I'm like 45.
Handoff is to Connor Salmon. First down, Nashoba.
Yeah, so by the time I did get to Wegmans last week after our game, they were out of sushi. No salmon, no sushi, nothing.
Speaking of salmon,
He's in the eye, isn't he, right now? That's a big tackle by
handoff is
76.
to Connor Salmon. No gain on the play.
Josty on the stop.
Slight
Joski.
gain on the play. 2nd and 9. Tackled on the play by Cody Josty. Ball on the 32. 3. And, that's going to be offsides. I think Sean Lauritsen went 1 foot, 1 step over the line. An offsides call for Tantasqua, 2nd and 3. Revel and Sabrin split left. DiGeronimo fake to Salmon. Pass intended for James Borsari.
I'm interrupted by 5.
Yeah, Caleb Thompson almost came up with a pick there.
Pass is incomplete. Broken up on the play by Caleb Thompson. 3rd and 3. DiGeronimo taking advantage of that unbalanced right side. pushed out of bounds. It looks like it might be a late hit. DiGeronimo with the carry. There is a penalty on the field.
Joel, I announced the volleyball game for Nashoba.
Yes, I'm aware.
And I have some shout outs for some seniors. What do you think? We got time?
We do. Yep,
Okay,
we do.
then
Absolutely.
let's do it. We got Lauren Bashara.
Lauren Bashar, former FSS Eagle.
Holy cow. We had Danielle Deitel,
Deedle.
the great Emma Zinn,
All former FSS Eagles.
Audrey Arsenault.
Let's come back to that in
Uh-oh.
1 second.
Oh, yeah,
It
'cause
looks like an
that's-
unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Tantasqua. First and goal, Nashoba. And let's come back. We want to absolutely recognize those volleyball seniors. Handoff is to Salmon. And through force of will and momentum, he's going to be close.
Oh, so close. First, yeah.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Salmon with the carry.
28 made the tackle there, Joel.
Tackled on the play by Aiden Filler.
Which is what I try to do in this broadcast. A lot of filler.
You provide excellent filler.
Oh, I'm filler. And it's a keep. And a touchdown.
Josh DiGeronimo with the keeper for a Nashoba touchdown.
What a great play. Big play. Okay, so Lydia Foster Smith.
Former FSS Eagle.
What a player. What a great kid. Freya Blackmore, no relation to Richie Blackmore. And
Former
Bella
FSS Eagle.
and Bella Hogan. All
Former FSS Eagle.
all great kids, all volleyball seniors. Little shout out to the ladies.
Kick is up and it is good. Owen Fitzsimmons' kick is good. And the score is Nashoba 21, Tantasqua 8. Yeah, the volleyball program is one that at Florence Sawyer School we take tremendous pride in.
Who's the coach of that team?
I'm not sure who the coach of the volleyball team is, but I know that that the
At Nashoba, I mean,
oh,
it's,
no. So we don't have a team at Florence Sawyer School, but the PE unit is run by our good friend Mike McCutcheon.
I've heard of him.
And he has introduced volleyball. He and Karen Cavioli have introduced volleyball to a number of players over the years, and I know that the Nashoba teams have been well supported by former Florence Sawyer School students, as well as Hale Middle School and Luther Burbank Middle School students. And the kick is received by number 15, Cameron Varney.
and a big
Cameron Varney
tackle
receives the kick.
by Kenny Frommer,
Tackle
our
on the play
boy.
by number 21, Ken Frommer.
Yeah, so they had a really great season. They won their last match against, I think it was Tantasqua.
Did you broadcast the game?
I thankfully no. I kept score, press one button at a time. Just my
Handoff is to Miranda. Did we see who made the tackle there, Thomas? Handoff is to Miranda, tackled on the play by James Borsari. Gain of 8, second and 2.
Thomas had his Gatorade flipped upside down in the eyepiece of the binoculars. So he gets a pass on that particular call.
Reno is in shotgun.
I'll get the next one.
Handoff again to Miranda.
I'd like 54.
Handoff is to Jonathan Miranda, tackled on the play by Aiden Slater.
Aiden Slater with a very
No
nice
gain on the
tackle.
play. Third and 2. Aiden Slater, former FSS Eagle.
Any relation to the Slaters?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. to paraphrase from you, good kid, good student, and at the end of the day, he can bring you a pizza.
And for one, we're gonna put 29.
Pass is intended for number 1, Mike Holt, incomplete,
Cole Williams.
3rd and 2.
Pass interference.
Oh,
There's a
pass
penalty on the
interference.
field. And it is a pass interference against Nashoba. First down, Tantasqua. I was lost in the moment there, Griff, thinking about how delicious a Slater's pizza would be after this game, and I lost my primary role here to actually watch the football game. Have you had a pizza lately from Slater's?
I'll take full
Oh,
credit for
they're
that.
spectacular.
Well, you know, just like last week, you get my hopes up for food after the game, and then we know I'm going to be getting yogurt at Wegmans after this, so don't tease me, Joel. Don't tease me.
Cameron Varney is split right. Reno initially met in the backfield, rolls out. Oh, what a great pass. In and out of the hands of Mike Holt. Pass intended for Mike Holt. Broken up by Cole Williams. 2nd and 10.
Coach Jamie Tucker did. Whoop.
And we missed another penalty. The personal
Hands up in the pass.
personal foul against Nashoba.
Roughing the passer.
It looks like it might have been a roughing the passer penalty.
We know that because the official in the booth with us told us.
1st and 10, Tantasqua from the 45-yard line. Handoff is to Miranda. Big gain. Handoff is to Miranda.
Sabrin on the tackle.
Gain of 9. Tackled on the play by Sabrin. 2nd and 1 on the 36-yard line.
Oof. Wow.
Miranda met in the backfield by Connor Salmon.
Who's a little fired up
Handoff
after
is
that play.
to Jonathan Miranda hit in the backfield by Connor Salmon. Loss of 2. 3rd and 5 on the 40-yard line. Yeah, that was
He was fired up.
that was a fired up
That
tackle.
was a big tackle.
I'm not sure that the coaching staff saw this game playing out this way. Reno back to pass.
What a great throw.
He's looking at Mike Holt, intended for Holt. Reno's pass intended
For 15.
Varney again.
intended for Cameron Varney. He's
Cole
broken up
Williams.
on the play by Cole Williams. 4th and 5.
Cole Williams there again in the secondary.
Reno back to pass. He's put it up for Mike Holt, and it's intercepted. Reno's pass intended for Mike Holt, intercepted by Joey Sabrin.
Sabrin was deep. He
Was he on the 1 or was he in the end zone? Oh boy. So, 1st and 10, Nashoba from the 1-yard line.
Sabrin was underneath it all the way, read it perfectly.
Oh, even better off deflecting it.
DiGeronimo looks like he gets 4 there, Joel.
Josh DiGeronimo with the carry, gain of 4.
Tackle by 11.
2nd and 6.
Nathan
Tackled on the play
Winco.
by Nathan Winco. Ball looks to be on the 5-yard line now. 5 or 6. DiGeronimo in shotgun.
Oh, and a pass.
Screen pass to Joey
And
Sabrin, and he's getting big yards. A
40-yard line
35-yard gain.
to the 40.
Pass is complete to Joey Sabrin for a 35-yard gain. 1st and 10 Nashoba on the 40-yard line. Tackle him.
I was gonna.
Put those things back up.
There's 3 of them.
Okay.
And one of them was 5.
Okay. Okay.
It was
Okay.
Caleb Thompson made that stop. Keeper DiGeronimo. And he's got
Josh
room.
DiGeronimo with the keeper.
And can he outrun this last defender? Cameron
DiGeronimo
Varney
pushed out of bounds by number 15, Cameron Varney. 1st down Nashoba.
saves a touchdown, but another huge play, Joel, by Nashoba. DiGeronimo this time.
It's been a real team effort.
A lot of weapons Nashoba has.
And this Tantasqua team is very young. Very young. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores in key roles. As they continue to grow together, you're going to see Coach Hargis with a real juggernaut on his hands. Handoff. Handoff is to Salmon. Handoff is to Connor Salmon. Tackled on the play by number 25, Tyler Hall. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 from the 15-yard line. What do you think, Griff? Just ground the ball away, pound it until we use up as much clock as possible.
Use the clock.
Try to keep the ball out of the hands of Dante Reno. Handoff is to pitches to Salmon. Pitches to Connor Salmon. Tackled on the play by Cody Josty. Gain of 2. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Joe, I'd use the clock like I used the hand warmers before visiting the sanitation room here at the fields today.
And that might be an unprecedented second too much information moment from Mr. Griff.
All right.
But, you know, I, like the rest of the world, thank you for using the hand sanitizers and for taking the measures that keep us all safe. Josh DiGeronimo with the keeper. Tackled on the play by Jonathan Miranda. Josh DiGeronimo with the keeper. Tackled on the play by Jonathan Miranda. 1st and goal, Nashoba from the 8-yard line.
Speaking of shout-outs,
Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Checking into the game is number 7, Michael Guthrie, a sophomore quarterback. We may have seen the last offensive play anyway from senior captain Josh DiGeronimo. Handoff is to Ben Sylvester.
Tackle by 11.
Michael Guthrie checking into the game at quarterback. The handoff is to Ben Sylvester. 2nd and goal. Yeah, it looks as though Coach LeBlanc is going to empty the bench and give some of these underclassmen an opportunity to play as the Fall 2 season comes to a conclusion here at Nashoba Regional High School. Guthrie under center in the eye. Handoff is to Salmon.
About 36.
Handoff is to Connor Salmon, tackled on the play by Sean Lauritsen. 3rd and goal from the 4.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Who's this handsome little devil sitting next to me in the booth here, Mr. Bates?
My name's Joel.
Okay, and the other guy? The
Oh.
better-looking kid?
That would be Thomas Bates.
Thomas Bates, that would be your son, who's doing a spectacular job.
He's the best spotter in the booth.
Man, oh man, you need spots. Thomas is your guy. He's like a leopard. Seriously, he's been doing a spectacular job.
He is, and he's starving. So let's
And,
get
oh,
some
here we
lunch.
go with another with more.
No, we'll make this one happen.
I
Okay.
wanted to go last week too.
Yeah, we'll make this one happen. We'll get some lunch today.
All right.
Perhaps dining out in one of the many great restaurants in the Nashoba Regional District. There are options to eat in Lancaster and Bolton and Stowe, each one of them better than the next. And we ask all of our viewers to patronize them and pick up some delicious, delicious food in Bolton, Lancaster, and Stowe. DiGeronimo back in under center in the eye with 3rd and goal. And I think Nashoba might have moved.
Jumped.
Yeah. Offsides Nashoba. 3rd and goal from the 10.
That's a touchdown.
Handoff is to Connor Salmon, and he is in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Connor Salmon.
Handoff is to Connor Salmon with a Nashoba touchdown.
Who scored for us today? Connor Salmon on that play. DiGeronimo scored on a keeper, correct? Sabrin on a touchdown pass. Am I making this up? And what was our 4th score? Well, let's get the kick here first.
Owen Fitzsimmons on.
What year
to
is he,
put
Joel?
this away. He's a sophomore.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Only a sophomore. No, it is Sabrin back to try the extra point, and he may have hit the pylon. And the indication on the field. Joey Sabrin runs it in for the 2-point conversion.
Looks like they bobbled the snap.
And the score is Nashoba 29, Tantasqua 8.
And Sabrin picked it up and ran it in. Heads up play by Sabrin. Nice job.
I don't think the play was designed that way. I think it was either a bad snap or a mishandled snap. And Sabrin, being the heads-up athlete that he is, made a play on it.
How about those Sabrins? That's another spectacular family.
Terrific athletic family.
Oof.
We had the opportunity to see Paul Sabrin play in the JV game earlier today.
That sound you hear is
Kick is received by Caleb Thompson. That'll be a touchback for Tantasqua. The Warriors will take the ball on the 20-yard line, or is it the 25? It's the 25-yard line, right? So it's the 20. First and 10, Tantasqua from the 20-yard line. So this is always a moment where, as a coach, do you keep your seniors out on the field, or do you give the underclassmen an opportunity to get in and have some varsity action here? It looks like he's got all of his seniors out. Reno's pass intended for Mike Palazza, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
In a regular season where everybody gets to play their requisite number of games, but when you're only in your 5th game of the season,
5th and final.
yeah, I would imagine it would be tough.
Again, we would be remiss if we didn't give a shout out to not only our athletic director, Tanya Rich, but all of the athletic directors and the MIAA, all of the officials who have put together a Fall 2 season when there was no certainty that one season would exist. Reno's pass is complete to Mike Palazza. Reno's pass is complete. Mike Palazza, 1-yard gain, 2nd, 3rd, and
Okay.
8.
So, and as far as shout outs go, the coaches for Nashoba, Casey Ruggiero, Kevin Berthium, Coach Bob Raymond, longtime coach Steve Trundle, Mike Gilchrist, Jake Benjamin, former player, and Joe McLaughlin, also former Nashoba athletes, all pitching in this year, doing a great job.
The interim head coach, Andy LeBlanc, has been well served by that team, as have these student athletes. Pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Mike Palazza is incomplete. Tantasqua will have a 4th and 7.
The manager for Nashoba, John Pearson, gets a shout out. I believe he might be related to Maggie Pearson, also in one of my classes. Hey, Maggie. She's on vacation, though, so. And then, of course, our athletic trainer, Donnie Napolitan, another great contributor to the athletic program. On the punt, which Sabrin is going to let bounce to the 45-yard line.
First
with
and 10, Nashoba.
a minute 25 left on the clock.
47-yard line. First and 10, Nashoba on the 48-yard line.
I was only off by 3 yards, Joel. That's good for me.
DiGeronimo once again in the eye. Sam in the first back. Handoff is to, it's not really clear, but he's met by the entire Tantasqua defense.
There are a lot of yellow jerseys.
Thomas, do we have a number?
Pick a number, Joel, and that's your number.
Okay.
So should we invite, what are you stopping me now for?
3 yards on the carry, 2nd and 7. I don't know if you noticed, but there's still a football game going on.
3 yards. You had to tell the
50
7
seconds
people
to play.
in the audience that there was.
It was only a matter of time before this
broke down.
broadcasting team turned into something less than amicable. Ethan Revel, I believe, is the second back. Handoff is to Revel. Gain of 3.
And that's ball
Third
game.
and 5.
It's ball game, Joel.
And that will do it here at Nashoba Regional High School. Final score, Nashoba 29, Tantasqua 8. Thank you, Tantasqua Regional. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. As a reminder, please make your way to the parking lot to meet your student athletes. Please refrain from congregating in the bleachers and around the field. And lastly, we ask that all Nashoba family members turn in their spectator passes at the concession stand exit on your way out today. Thank you once again for your continued support this season.